nowadays in England. Just a little thing, the sort of thing that I do. My approach is to do something that gets you the same result, or is near the same result, with either half the investment, minimal amount of investment, no investment, or a fraction of it. It takes me back to a skit that Bob Newhart did, where Sir Walter Raleigh was on the phone, as if there was a phone between like the Americas and the ports at London, and it goes something along the lines of this, and he goes, "Oh well, yeah, okay, yeah, we got a big delivery of stuff here. I can't read the Tobaco. What'd you do with that? You get the leaves, yeah, it's dried in the sun, yeah, and that's how it comes here. Okay, dried leaves, yeah, and what'd you do with that then? Well, get your dried leaves, yeah, cut it up really fine, okay, yeah, I know it. Put it in a piece of paper, and you roll up the paper, and then you, don't tell me, you stick it, no, alright, oh, you stick it in your mouth. Then what do you do, Walt? You said fire it, Walt. Okay, right. Okay. Get the same thing going for you. Snuff. Okay. It goes on, and the guy on the phone's going, "Snuff? What'd you do?" We take a pinch and stiff it up your nose. Well, you know, goldenrod does the same thing. Big seedy, great pollen things. All right. You get the same thing going for you. So if I can sort of demystify, is what people seem to cite as one of my, you know, not, I wouldn't say skills, it's just the way I don't know, perhaps it's my science, perhaps it's my experience in engineering, I don't know, I just look right through stuff. Oh, it's that. It just is, because it is. The thing I'm going to look at, to approach, just so you know you can make an informed decision on it. Fire Dragon, that fire gel stuff, yes, it's bloody good, and if you had a small amount of space in your pack and you wanted a go bag or a 72-hour bag or a survival kit, or you're out camping and wanted a fuss-free way to light a fire that does it really, really well, and you don't mind spending out on it, I'm not going to knock it. Do it. You know, I've used it. It's bloody amazing stuff. But rather than people go out and buy it without knowing what it is, they're missing a trick. Okay? And it's just like, you know, people can go and do a Duke of Edinburgh award, and they're taking all these things with them to make life easier, and they don't appreciate what the nuts and bolts of that piece of kit is, or they don't know what it gives them. Like a ready meal, well, look, you don't, what's a ready meal give you? It gives you carbs and nutrients and protein and sugars and fats and essential oils, and gives it in a way that it's got a slow release, and it puts warm food in you, and it hydrates you as well, and it, you know, same thing going for you. Or you know, to light a fire, you take some water, you take a load of cheapo cereal bars, and you saved yourself 30 quid. It just might be 300 grams heavier. Okay? You're paying out to get a performance of some description, when if you paid a fifth as much, you might get something that's only 80% as good. So instead, okay, demystify. What are you getting for what investment? Right. And welcome back. Here we have a cooking tray from an oven and 2 grape-sized lumps of goo. Okay, timing that, coming up to 1:31 on my watch. Now, pardon me for sort of stating the obvious, but those lumps of goo are burning. And somehow it looks like that one might even spread to that, because I'm testing this. Okay? Before I go out, I'm seeing what performance I'm getting from what I've got. 30 seconds. Now, if you've got anything to do with a fire starter that lasts longer than 20 seconds, you've got yourself a fire starter. Okay? Because that's longer than a flash of cotton wool. Yep. You got something along the lines of resin or Vaseline that achieves a far longer burn. 1 minute. Don't know what that is. Is that flammable? No. So, that one lasted 90 seconds. That's a perfectly legitimate lump of goo that you can help light a fire with. That's now starting to sizzle. Sizzly boo. Coming up for 2 minutes. Now, yes, you don't know what those bits are, what this goo is, but does it matter? Is it doing the same thing for you? That's as close as I can get my hand. That's pretty damn hot. 2.5 minutes. Coming up for 3 minutes. Once it hits 3 minutes, then performance wise, that one has lasted twice as long as this one. So if this one was half the price of that one, that would be a reasonable deal, because you're transporting it, carrying it. That's still going. That's blinking hot. Okay, 3.5 minutes now for that non-discriminate lump of goo. It's burning quite well. Okay, coming up for 4 minutes. Right, that's 4 minutes. Still burning like a bugger. Right, still burning stick. There, it's caught light to a stick. Four and a half minutes. Still burning stick. Once that gets to 5 minutes, that to me is a decent fire starter. And there's 5 minutes. So we'll let that go, and in the next few seconds it's going to fizzle out. Okay, the first indiscriminate lump of goo. Just cheap ass, £3 for a litre. So you got 90 seconds for your grape-sized lump of goo. 90 seconds. Reasonable yellow flame. Would have licked up through, you know, your twig matrix, as it were. Now, you're not going to carry that because it's too damn big, but you could just decant that into something smaller, like an old hand soap hand soap bottle, or medicine bottle, or a flask or something. Take what you need. £3 for a litre. Still going. 6 minutes. Still going. Okay, 6 minutes. Quite happily, easily, 6 minutes for a grape-sized lump of goo. It's professional. Specifically developed. Kills 99.9% of harmful bacteria. Tesco Pro hand soap. Make sure when you buy in hand gel that the first ingredient isn't aqua. So I had to shine my torch on this and get it, but the Tesco Pro antibacterial hand gel burns for 6 minutes. Grape-sized lump of goo. There's the bubble that it came out of. That's how much you've used. That's how much is left. And you can wash your hands with it. Now, I'm not knocking Fire Dragon, because the performance on it is very high. It's obviously been formulated. So I don't know, perhaps they've mixed this with something like this, or this with something like, I don't know, that. Who knows what they put in there? But if you can demystify it, you get the same thing going for you, and that's £1.50. I don't know, I take all the fun out of stuff. Now, I'm going to get hold of some Fire Dragon and do my own little test, because I think it's, you know, if you were stuck as an emergency, let's get this bloody fire going, alright? This may not work so good at cold temperatures. This may not work so good at cold and wet and windy. But it didn't take much to go up, did it? So we could do a few more tests, I suppose, but you get the same thing going for you. It's Wessex blades, isn't it?